I don't know how the fuck we got here, but anime cinema of the week. Our movie of the week, folks. It's Vampire Hunter D.
Yes, sir.
The 1985 version. Was this a Madhouse release? Do you know?
I had it all. It was my phone.
You don't got it? Okay. It's a movie that came out in 1985. Vampire Hunter D. Actually, as a matter of fact, we saw it the other day that Dark Horse is releasing a manga, a physical print coming out soon on Vampire Hunter D. If I'm not mistaken, right? Didn't I show you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
say it more. Say it with conviction. God damn it!
I'm not sure, honestly.
No. You sure? You just not saying it with conviction. What I'm saying.
Sure. OVA, produced by Ashi Productions, in association with Epic and Sony Records, which is interesting.
What music did they pull from them?
I don't know.
Because I didn't hear anything recognizable.
It says, is that music?
Yeah.
You can't just be production or anything. Like, I don't know what it entails.
I guess I assumed if you're making a partnership like that, it would be because you taking like a big song.
Well, it says it was a film that was featured in a music video from Michael and Janet Jackson's song "Scream." So I don't know.
I don't give a fuck what the song is. You said Janet Jackson.
What about her?
That's a big deal, nigga.
Michael Jackson.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Jacksons.
Yeah.
That's a big ass fucking deal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole like Thriller thing or whatever the case is.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what song "Scream" is, to be honest, but
me neither. But I don't know if they were going for that aesthetic. I don't know. That's a huge deal. That's pretty insane.
Are they signed by Sony? Michael and Janet Jackson?
I think they owned Sony at one point.
Oh, so maybe.
Which was like the whole conspiracy. But anyways, I said it to say we watched the movie, and I think let me ask you this: do you feel like I felt like when I was watching this, at least for the first half, because I think the second half is way better than the first half of the movie or OVA, whatever the fuck it is. I felt like I was watching the past.
The past.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching like an antique. Sometimes when we watch like older anime, right, where we praise a lot of the visuals and things like that, it's because they aged like fucking wine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this looked or sound terrible. It's just that when you listen to it, right, especially the audio, it sounds like it was professionally recorded like 100 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when they scream, when they when they get to certain things, it sounds dated.
Yeah.
Right? And so it felt like I was watching the past.
It wasn't like a way. Cutting edge when it was made. It was like just another one.
It could have been, right? I don't know. But it sounds very much dated.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, as a 1985 film probably should sound.
Well, I feel like roughly after that, I feel like it start to sound and look a little bit more, I don't want to say modern, but it sounds a little better.
Well, I mean, given the fact that it's an OVA, they're not going to put the same amount of resources into it that they would. So? Yeah. Because it's not like a feature film.
True.
So.
You got a point.
That might have something to do with it.
Having said that, though, the second half of this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Was really, really dope. The whole thing with him being Blade, like whole human.
It's called a Nympho or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
like
Nympho. It's like Nympho, but like with a D or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't really know.
Half human, half vampire. I didn't know that was a thing.
Did you watch it dubbed or subbed?
I watched it dubbed. Just because.
I watched it subbed. What did they call the vampires in the dub version? Because throughout the movie and sub, they called them aristocrats. They called them vampires twice. Mm-hmm. Every other time, it was like a different name for them.
That's true,
right?
Yeah,
but they were vampires.
Yeah,
but not really because they didn't call them that, except for twice. I don't know why they would change the name like halfway, like towards the end of the movie, and then it wasn't Dracula.
Nobles.
There was nobles.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end, instead of calling him Dracula, he was the Count.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's his title. So
Count Dracula, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I only say that because I think always the best either vampire stories or zombie stories don't call them that.
Okay.
I feel like that's always a thing. Yeah. They never call them vampires. Whenever it's something really dope.
I think it just adds more to it for sure. Because like we know what a vampire is. Yeah. Like what makes yours different? I guess.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe just add some.
It's a different flavor of fucking vanilla or some shit. It's French vanilla.
It was a cool VA though. I wanted to watch this one first because I know right now you're into your old bag. So I was
Yeah.
like, let's check it out. Let's see what it's like, and we can progress as we get there. Yeah, it's interesting. You could tell it was an older film because they show like guts and blah blah blah. Like they're not afraid to take it there. I think that's what I like about older series or productions, is that they'll take it anywhere. They don't care. Like they try to rape this chick multiple times. He was like, I should have done it when I had the chance. Like all this stuff is like,
Yeah, he was wilding.
like they don't pull
Yeah,
punches.
I was looking at it like, yo, bro, yo, this homie's just bugging out right now.
Now it's her granddad. Supposedly, like it was like the doctor or whatever.
Yeah, that saw her like a daughter or some shit.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, like
But I give it to the vampire thing. I wonder if like when they get turned into the vampire,
yeah, they lose their sense of like,
yeah,
yeah,
right. And
Yeah.
it takes, in a way. I don't know if it exposes who you are, because
Yeah.
the other ones,
okay,
like the daughter that was also half, she didn't know till later on.
yeah.
She wasn't necessarily very over the top, overbearing or whatever.
Or maybe it's like through time you start to like learn how to,
Control it.
yeah, like yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe like when you first turn, like all your instincts are like times 1,000, so you don't know how to really figure it out.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
then
that's what
over
it
time
is.
you start, because even the dude that was like the count or whatever, the dude that was 10,000 years old, he's like, yeah, like life.
I
is
get boring.
Yeah, like because he controls it. He's good now, but
I like the little humble pie that he gave her though, when he was like, because she always had this idea of her bloodline being larger than life or whatever.
yeah,
But really, she's a mudblood too.
yeah,
You know, Harry Potter reference. But
Yeah.
she's like half and half, and it was like disgusting to her.
yeah.
And I wonder what she felt like, because
I'd have been tight.
think so.
Cause the whole time she's like, I'm noble, like I'm this and that. He's like, bro, you just like the rest of them. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
you got this like this false sense of
Superiority.
pride. Yeah, it's like, bro, like calm down. I would have been tight. And how do you address that moving forward? Like, how do you like look someone in the eye and talking all that shit? It's like, what? What was you saying? That's kind of reckless.
Yeah, but isn't that a parent thing, right? Like he fucked up and not letting her know that she ain't shit.
I think it's probably for her best. It's like when they have like the illegitimate children, and it's like,
Bastard. They know they're bastards. You have no right now, motherfucker.
but he didn't want her to go through that. He's like, and
So that's a terrible parent.
especially because they live so long. Like, imagine if it's 10 years, whatever, you'll die eventually. 10,000 years, it's like you gotta live through that the whole time. That's kind of crazy. Like, he pretty much just told her, and she's probably like, in vampire years, she's probably like 13.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta let them live life first.
Got it. They live in dog years.
Yeah,
That's what
pretty
it is.
much.
Got it. See, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah,
So then he's actually a pretty good dad.
maybe.
In a way. Like
Possibly.
he just let her know. Like he put her in her place.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, bitch.
like let's sit down, type of talk. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Birds and the beads.
Birds in the beat.
What the fuck is that? That's a lip balm, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
so.
What the hell is the thing? It's birds and bees.
Yeah.
Which is weird because birds and bees don't fuck.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Who the fuck came up with that?
I don't know.
Yo,
don't
we
know.
gotta figure out some of the shit that we
I
say.
get the bee because like pollination and stuff, kind of maybe sort of something like that. I don't know. The birds have to do anything. Not really sure. Laying eggs. I don't know.
That's like the sting like a butterfly. What is it? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Like, what does that mean? I think it was that Muhammad Ali.
Float. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sting like a but that what does that have to do with
Float
flying?
like a butterfly.
Fly like a butterfly.
Float.
Oh, it's float.
Yeah,
They don't float. They fly.
they like float.
They fly. They got wings.
You could float.
Butterfree uses fly.
Oh my lord, no getting through to you.
He doesn't use splash. He doesn't use.
Prepare next apology. Just get it done. Let's go.
Yo, the next book is gonna be a Muhammad Ali, a Muhammad Ali thing.
Yeah.
The pacing was kind of funny in the beginning. I felt like some of the animation definitely also looked dated a little
For
bit
sure,
because it was really really dark,
Yeah.
and there were times where I legit couldn't see anything. And so I think if you're going back and looking at some of the more older stuff, I think there's definitely better looking. There's 1,000% way better looking ones
For sure.
than something like this. But I appreciated what I saw. And given that D is like a dope ass character too,
Mm-hmm.
which we haven't talked about yet at length, but he's really dope. I don't know if it was on purpose that his name is D, the girl's name is Doris,
Oh,
and the kid's name is Dan.
I guess so.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, did you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was fun. You know, it was okay. I give it a. If it wasn't for the ending, like the latter half of the movie,
Mm.
I would have given it a lower personal fucking score, rating, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But it's like a middle of the road movie for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think this really serves as a entry point for me probably because like I always heard about this property, but I never really knew what it was about or what to expect from it. So I think this is like a good little taste. Like there's mutants, there's creatures in this world, there's werewolves that they hunt as well and stuff. So like this whole like supernatural thing going on. So
Which is in the future, but they look like they live in the past
yeah, they're like
with future things.
robotic horses and stuff. Like, oh, you got the new AX model, whatever.
Yeah, but then they live in a shit show.
Yeah, so maybe like different regions, maybe more technologically advanced than other.
It's
maybe.
either that or like I wonder if it's like, you know how in Star Wars they live long, far, far away or some shit, but they all have like high tech shit.
Yeah.
They have like the iPhone 900.
So just like the design, I guess, like the post-apocalyptic sci-fi blend type thing, maybe.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what it is.
maybe.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know if you know this, but apparently there's like remnants of a prior civilization to us. But they were
On Earth.
like legit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it could have been us for all intents and purposes. And apparently there was a you know how fucking the dinosaurs were killed by meteors? There was like a version of that with like thunders. It was like raining thunder apparently. And so maybe we had like all these vampires and super
This
fucking
talking about real Earth right now?
like yeah.
Okay.
Like legitimate like this is
like Anel like was just mad.
was
one
fucking
night.
shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeus like didn't have sleep. And we had all these thunders and shit that was fucking people up, and I think it wiped a majority of what we had on the planet. And
Okay.
maybe the planet really looked like that, where we had a lot of dope shit, weird shit,
Mm-hmm.
and we just don't have any remnants of it.
It's interesting.
Maybe like the chupacabra could be one of those that just like slipped through. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Boogeyman, and not Boogeyman. What's the Bigfoot?
Bigfoot, yeah.
Maybe Bigfoot just so happens to be one of them older dudes that just like made it through, kind of, sort of, and then died out a few years ago.
It's possible.
You know what I mean? You never know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything is possible! Like Kevin Garnett. But yeah, it was middle of the road. I am excited for the next one.
Yeah.
For the
That's
next
what
one.
I'm excited for.
Yeah, Vampire Hunter D, the one that came out in like in 05 and the 2000s or what have you.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely like a lore to the story, right? There's definitely a lot there.
For sure.
Um,
And there are like light novels and mangas and stuff. So
there's light novels and stuff?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wish I read light novels. I just don't like
yeah.
it.
I would like to get into it, but
I only like reading nonfiction. I hate reading fiction.
wait, huh?
Light novels
Okay.
is fiction,
Yeah.
right? Stories and what have you.
You don't like reading? Oh,
I don't like reading fiction.
I want to find a good nonfiction.
There's a lot of those. I can point you in a lot of different directions. I just don't like reading fiction.
Got it.
I'd rather, if I read something, I want to learn something from it.
I mean,
There's something to learn from fiction, for sure.
yeah, for sure.
But
There's a sense of like excitement and like you could fall into you could like One Piece grips you, like it pulls you into the world. You could do the same thing with fiction, light novels.
I agree. I just see enough fiction as it is to where if I'm reading it, I don't, it doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't tickle me the right way.
I just feel like for most people, they feel that way. They need that one entry point, and it might change something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That might be what it is.
it is for me as well. Like, there's not many that like in terms of books that grip me like that. But when I was reading Solo Leveling, that had me by the balls.
Yeah, you bodied that like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gone.
Yeah.
That was a weird time. PTSD for sure.
But yeah. You guys should definitely check it out, and then hopefully the next one, when we talk about it next week, should be much better.
Thank you for watching the video.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very much.
Do us a favor, if you like what you saw, head over to the main channel. You can watch the full episode.
Subscribe.
Thanks.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.